Here they come for a mile and a 16th. It's go time. They're rough. The Lone Ranger left out towards the inside. Buckaroo, and from the center, Mr. Mock Jimmy in through the opening turn. The Lone Ranger trying for the lead against Buckaroo. Buckaroo, though, he's come through. Buckaroo to cut it out. Dropping into second, the Lone Ranger. Plugged in there in third was Old Friends Kentucky. Up on the outside in fourth, keeping things honest, Mr. Mock Jimmy. And St. Louis is sending that one forward here at 4-5. Opening quarter mile. Battle is on. Mr. Mock Jimmy being made to work for it here. Buckaroo has parking on his mind. Buckaroo giving the cold horse shoulder here to the 4-5 fave. 28-3 was the quarter mile. Buckaroo and Mr. Mock Jimmy have hooked up. The Lone Ranger right there with them in third. Old Friends Kentucky is fourth. Derby Dillon is gapping off there in fifth, and now a peek to the outside in sixth for Ace 44 Talon with some pace to chase. Well off them in seventh. Artificial Flavor. Then came Poplar Duke. Well back after the tardy start was Dolliator. 57 1/2 miler. Buckaroo is on top. Getting the absolute worst of it here was Mr. Mock Jimmy, tripping out the Lone Ranger. Ace 44 Talon just took fourth best on the outside. Still up there in the top five. Old Friends Kentucky, and now Artificial Flavor put in play, and Coulter sending this one up out of the backfield. Here's three quarters, 128 flat. Buckaroo still going strong. Living on the outside in second. Mr. Mock Jimmy, the Lone Ranger, looking for a way through. Ace 44 Talon. Three deep on the outside here. Old Friends Kentucky trying to come on, and Artificial Flavor from the back, and down the stretch they come. This is Buckaroo still on top. The Lone Ranger still second. It's going to be Buckaroo for the win. The Lone Ranger second, possibly over Mr. Mock Jimmy. Then Ace 44 Talon. Old Friends Kentucky finds his way into the high five. All the way here, this 9-year-old son of Mach 3. Out of Workin' Girl by Shore Patrol for Jack Ramage and Ron Kerr. Ron trains Ryan Holiday on board for the added distance victory to 5-3. Buckaroo at a mile and a 16th at a juicy 5-2. Here is that rundown. Dolliator was ninth. Buckaroo won it. 3 scratch. Mr. Mock Jimmy third. Ace 44 Talon fourth. The Lone Ranger was second. Poplar Duke seventh. Derby Dillon eighth. Artificial Flavor 6. Old Friends Kentucky finished fifth. 28-3. 57-1. 128. Mile and a 16 to 5-3.